Come on, let's look at this.
He has not been giving the children food.
This woman has taken her husband to court for not providing food for her and their 2 children, and she also alleged this.
In front of the children, went to bring knife, fork, he dropped it on the table at my front.
But the husband said this.
Once I collected my salary, then everything is with her. Even the ATM, the pin, I don't even know. I gave everything to her.
The husband have said a lot about the wife that I want you to listen to the both couple and tell me on the comment section whether who is lying and who is saying the truth.
Are you still living together?
We are living, I can't say we are living together. Because he will leave the house, he will come back, he will leave the house for like 2-3 months, he will come back when he likes. So I can't really say if you are together. But I'm still in the house.
Matrimonial home?
Yes, with the children. Okay. But it's not, he left end of July. This July. Okay. He left the house end of July. So since then, this is the first time I'm seeing him this September.
Okay, so you is it true you abandoned them? So that's what she's saying. That you abandoned
Your Honor,
them in the matrimonial home.
Your Honor, ma, it's a capital lie.
So are you still living together?
We are living together.
You've not been home for some time anyway.
Yes, I'm going to.
So what happened?
My reason, I'm going to say it now.
Why?
I have to run for my dear life. I have to run for my dear life, and this is not the first time that I did that. Your Honor, ma, please, can I ask her a question? Because she just lied. She came here to lie in the first place, and she lied again.
Ask her.
Okay. The day she came here that I ran away with the children, did you know where we go to or not?
I don't know.
Who did you call that morning?
I didn't call anybody. I don't know.
You
are still lying. Tell me before running.
You know what I have? Know where it's going. So I know what is referring to is when you said on Wednesday, 24th of July, he took the children out of the house without my consent, and they are not back. And I don't know their whereabouts as at today, you know. And you submitted the case on 19th of August. So the presumption is that since July till July 24th till 19th of August, you did not know the whereabouts of those children.
He took them out of the house on the 24th.
And when did they come back?
They came back, I submitted on Saturday. They came back on Sunday evening in night wear. The children came back Sunday evening since Wednesday.
And you left with them?
He left with them.
And you didn't know where he took them?
I don't know. He didn't tell me. He didn't discuss it with me.
Because he said, I took the children to my sister's place. The distance is just 500 naira transport to our house. She knows the place. She even called the children while they are there because they have a phone I bought for them since she doesn't want to talk to them. She only wants us to be providing and be deaf and dumb, living under the same roof. Then he said, I dropped the children and came back home just because of what she said. You know, but the bottom line, what I want to... Where are you living right now? I don't want you to go into... You are where you are. I know what to do about that because the two of you still have to go and see a professional marriage counselor on that issue. I read a lot of funny things there. But where are you living right now?
I'm still living. I was at home yesterday. All the time she said I ran away with the children. We were at home together. I didn't go anywhere. She's still working in the same house. She's still using everything I provided for her. The only problem now is she will not talk to me. The only thing when I will hear what I have done is from outsider, just like the way she came here. Through the children told her that we are going to visit my sister's son that came from the camp because she will not allow them to go out. She just want me to be provided. I should not talk to anybody. I should not talk to her.
Wait, has he done anything that is making you to be very angry?
Ma, I need to talk, ma.
You need to know why he's reacting.
That is why
you'll be taking it stage by stage.
I'll be abhorring. As I'm standing, I'm not complete.
Take it stage by stage.
He has not been giving the children food. He didn't give them the money for food since last year, June. I don't have any reason. And all my family has talked to him concerning the feeding and co. He pays the school fees, but the school fees the children are paying is not much. It's not up to the expenses that the children, the food, everything they are incurring in a month. In
the bottom line is because you don't get upkeep from the house.
Yes, doesn't drop up. And
that's
when
number
they
one.
talk to him January. My family talked to him January 1st of January, because I traveled for my mom remembrance. When I wanted to travel, I told him 2 months before then that I want my grandma to see my children. None of my family knows my children except the one that I've not taken them to my family. It's only my sister that lives. And I said, okay, I want my aged grandma to see my children since I'm going for my mom 25th year remembrance. I told him the day I wanted to travel, that was December 26th. He said, I'm not going to go with them. I called my brother to talk to him. The next thing he did in the front of the children, went to bring knife, fork. He dropped it on the table at my front. That this is a weapon. You did that. Yes. It's just I didn't remember to snap it. I have some evidence here. But there's one he did October. You can't talk to him. You can't do anything to him. Even if we talk to him, he's not ready to listen. The only thing he'll be saying is that I want to come. My family called him. That, okay, what happened? Why did she want you? Is he want to kidnap? He will just be saying, he want to kill me. My brother now told him that he knows when they ask him that, okay, what of the children feeding this and that? If they talk to me, he said, no, it's because I'm doing shoulder because I can do it. I can do this. You that we run away from the house for 2-3 months. Do you expect me to leave the children and run away so that they can be roaming about the streets? That is not possible. That was what makes me to stay with the children. He didn't allow me to travel with them, but you now took them somewhere without even discussing or telling me. And since that January, he started dropping money. What he dropped in January, we share it. In fact, mine was even more than the feeding in January. February, March. At the end of the March, he stopped dropping again till this moment.
Okay, so let him respond now.
Your Honor, ma'am, I will wish if this honorable court will allow me to talk now. Because I'm still.
Who is stopping you now? I said respond.
Because I have things.
Respond, just address the issue. We don't really have time.
The first issue, she said I drop a knife and this thing. Me, I don't know where you saw a knife and I hope the children will be able to even be here. She cook all these things. Actually, she has been trying so much for me to misbehave, but I will never do that. And I've told her several times, instead of you to me, you said you have where you are going. You are free to go. Let's do this thing peacefully. Because she knows that I'm a private somebody. I don't like public things. That is all what she's just using against me. I have never in my life touched knife or touched it. She's the one using weapon, no, that she's saying now, but she's the one. In fact, I married her. The mistake I made in my life was I married her because of church things. It's a SU. So it's just because I was trying to, everything I just need is just peace. That is all what I needed. Then, when things was rosing, you were not saying all this. And everything that happened in that marriage, 99% started from you. And she knew everything. Because I was just trying to please her. This is just what I'm just trying to avoid. That is why I forgot about myself. I was just caring for the family, providing for them. The house, we got one house. When she came, she was complaining about the house. And I had the money, so I have to move them. I was supposed to travel. I said, I cannot travel because of my family, except they are okay here. If they are okay, I cannot go anywhere. Or I establish her first. Then I was trying to open something like a mall for her. So I was trying to do that at that time. So the house that we got, our pastor said the house is good. We moved to that house, problem started. I rented 3 houses in 3 years. Not 1 bedroom flat, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom. Just because our pastor will say this one is good. The second one, the same thing, they said is good. We entered, that one was like from fry pan to fire. And at the same time, our son wasn't feeling okay. I myself, I was not okay that time. I was totally confused. So I started selling property. With all this thing I'm saying, my wife didn't have 1 kobo. In fact, she didn't come to my house with anything self. Because she was like, I don't even know. I tried to just brought her up, at least to my standard. I tried to do that. Because even the work she's doing today, I never knew that I would even marry her before I invested in the business, that even so that when we marry, she will have something to be doing. So along the line, I was the only one carrying 101%.
Which business is she doing?
She's into catering now.
Catering services.
Cakes.
Cake baking, and is it the one that settle.
Not the one. This is what happened.
Okay.
If you want me to talk now, I don't know if I can talk now.
Let her respond to
Yes,
that too.
ma'am.
Then we take it to another one.
When we met, I have ideas that I want to go to catering school. Just came, to be precise. When I told him, I paid my school fees then. So I spent more than 150K or so. But he gave me 40K. That was when we met. That was the only money he gave me. And I didn't ask you. You voluntarily gave me the money. You gave me 40,000. When he gave me the money after the catering school 2012, I was working too there. I was doing business there. That was what I used for my
business you are doing.
So that was what I used.
You know what?
I did that.
He gave you money. He gave you
He
money.
gave me money then.
He did not reject the money.
I
So
didn't
he
reject
supported you.
He gave me. I didn't ask him. He
He
gave me. I
supported-
collected
yes,
it.
he supported you.
So now, he didn't. The business I'm now doing now that I'm still doing it at home. He didn't establish me. He didn't do anything. Even when
You
he
bought
had
all
the
what you are
money,
using, ma.
you didn't buy anything for me. I bought my mixer, everything. The only thing I use at home, I won't deny it. You bought gas, which I'm using now to do the cake. I have bigger oven, but there's no space where we live.
Is it the second oven or first oven you are using now, ma?
So I don't deny that you bought oven that I'm using. And the oven that you bought that I'm using, I'm the one filling the gas if I have work to do. And the gas I'm filling, if I have work to do, I use it for the house. Most of the things I'm doing, I use it for the house too.
Okay.
And that's the work I'm using now to take care of the children.
No
you are not
problem.
taking care of.
What else do you have to say?
The Honorable Ma, I still want her to talk about that knife and spoon. Maybe they will ask her very well. You should say the truth. I didn't do anything like that.
You did December. My children still remember. It's just I didn't snap it. You did
Me.
it. You brought it December 26th.
Because you
when
thought I
wanted
will
to
talk
travel.
about you using weapon. That is the reason why I ran from the house, ma.
I used
Because
weapon.
at a stage, once I am coming home and I remember that I'm coming to meet her, my heartbeat will be beating seriously. So anytime I want to go to sleep, I'll first of all pack all the knife, the spoon, everything to go and hide. I'm telling you the truth now today, ma. I will pack everything to go and hide. There was this, she was looking for it in the morning. She didn't know I was the one keeping it. Because she will not
I
talk to
wanted
me.
to cook with it
Yeah.
for the children to go to school. Because I
Then
wake
because
up
you
early
were
in the
not
morning.
speaking with him, he was
She will not. She
comfortable.
only thing I will hear is
Scared
outside.
in the
That is
house.
when I will know that I've done anything wrong. Ma,
you are not-
I have begged her. I have tried. In fact, I fasted so many times. She's here. I will not say anything
Once
she's
you
not
sit down
doing.
and talk, it will turn to argument that
She's the one.
we start. It
She's
has been a lot of
violent. She has
recording on my
PhD in
phone.
violence,
That we
ma.
Start
She has PhD
cursing.
in
That we start
violence.
saying a lot of things. If you want to sit down and talk,
That
that's
is why
only
you are lying
children
again here. And
we
I've
are
said it
talking
that if you want to
about
go,
now.
leave me in peace.
Are you asking her to
Ma,
We have said this. That's why.
wait? I'm not talking to you. Are you saying you want to?
Ma, if he doesn't have that in mind, she will not say this big lie here that me, knife and spoon, and she's still lying even in my presence. She packaged all these things that she's
See,
doing.
you are saying she's lying. She is saying you are lying as well. So the two
Ma,
of you
I
are
am
giving-
not lying. I
So
am 100% saying
that
the
is
truth, ma.
you know. She's feeling that way as well, and I don't live with
Hey,
you.
mommy, then what
It's
is
based on
the essence
whatever
of
the
us
two of
staying
you
together
say.
if we cannot talk as a
The bottom line is there is no relationship that does not have its own challenges.
My own is too
And
much,
if
ma.
this one,
I have been begging for years just to know what I have done wrong.
let me listen to me. Even if you start another relationship today, you don't.
I'm not
know-
ready to marry.
You don't even know what you are going to go into.
I'm not ready.
So you should work on what you have. You have children. If it's just the two of you, say you don't want.
The issue, I think, the main thing that always causes our issue is financial aspects. You don't just ask him money. Once you ask him money for upkeep or anything, or for food, that's when the issue, I think, that's when the main issue
don't
in
give
our
upkeep.
marriage. He doesn't give. Since last year.
Let
he
him
has spoke.
answer. I'm talking to
Your Honor, ma, let me now explain in details, ma. I've married her now. It's about 12 years or more than that. In that 12 years, ma, even the toothbrush, I've been the one doing everything. Everything. Because I don't even care whether she's working or not. I will do everything I'm supposed to do. But along the line when the problem started, within 3 years, everything started just the way I said before. I was still the only one doing everything. Children going to school, their finances, clothes, everything. My wife will never come out to even say even a word that will even encourage somebody. But I'm still managing the situation just like that. Then it got to a stage, I have to start using my vehicle for Uber. because I was even confused, but I don't want them to suffer. So I started doing that over. I don't go out in the night. Once it's 7, I'll be in my house. If I don't have anywhere to go, I'm always with my family. But when you started doing something like driving, you don't know what will happen on the road. I discovered that even if I am coming back at 2 a.m., my wife will not even bother to even say hi. And the work I'm doing, I cannot even spend a penny, because one mind is on the road, another mind is at home because of our son that was very, very sick, serious. We are just going in and outside the hospital. At the same time, the problem at home. I was facing all that alone. She is just there, not even a penny, not even to call somebody to assist. I was doing all that. Then it got to a stage that I have to start selling properties just to take care of them. Because at that period, I wasn't myself. Because I myself, I was not even okay. So I started selling property just to take care of them. Then I sold even my car. Then when I sold the car, I was like, when we got the third house, the third year, we got the house. She had a shop that time. She didn't tell me anything. She will not say anything. Why we were even struggling in that thing. I will tell her, she knows everything about me. There's nothing to hide for her. But she's a total stranger to me. So I told her that when we now got the house, immediately she stopped going to shop. I was like, well, you didn't say you are going to stop going to shop. Is it because I said this shop now, I will not be the one to pay the rent, all the bills again, that you start paying the bills? Because I was the one paying the shop you are using. And there is a problem now that I'm still solving. Then I said, you will start paying. Is that why you said you are not going to shop? She said the shop is not selling. I said, but the shop was selling when I was paying the bill. But now that I said you will start paying, that's why the shop is. But you will have told me, so that this hour we got, maybe we will have divided the money into two. One will be for the shop. But after getting the house, you don't stop going to shop. Everybody noticed, they call her, she refused. She didn't even listen to anybody. So at a stage, when I discovered that since that idea will start spoiling another, I have to just accept my fate and follow her to go and remove everything there. Then she stayed at home. As at then, this work she's doing now, she was not good enough. So I was trying to see how to improve her so that if she's doing something else, maybe she will be assisting also at home with all this problem. So me, I was just doing my own with all my heart just to see her that she's doing something. So our business, I sat down to give her a name, the name she's using for the business. I established the name, I registered everything. I did everything. I bought the first oven, I bought the second oven. But immediately she met a woman that they are doing the same business. Everything that woman is doing, I must do it in our own house, even if I don't have the money. Everything the woman is doing, I must do it at home. I now said, I have been going out before I met you, and I'm still going out because I do presentations and all that. I said, if you are seeing something outside, instead of you to bring it home to make sure that our family is okay, you will bring your own to destroy the family. I too am seeing people outside and I've been going outside. But everything that I'm doing is just to make sure that my family is okay. I never in my life expected that I would be in this situation. If I had known, I have enough money to have equipped myself very well. But everything was home. Everybody around me can testify to that. I can't eat if they have not eaten. Then it got to that stage that things were somehow hard. She was working, she will not say, let me even assist you with 1 penny. She's here. So there was a day, that was the very first time in our marriage. Because she will not talk to me, I should just be bringing money. That's all. Once I'm bringing, we don't need to talk. Then I now brought, it was 3,000 naira. Because at a stage, I have to go and be buying food. For good 2 years, I was the one buying the food. Because at a stage when I was giving her money, she will have the money with her. Because she knew that I will not like to eat outside. She will not cook. I will come back home, no food. Even in the night, coming back from work, then I will have to go and look for food to eat. Then I stopped doing that. Because at a stage in this marriage, once I collected my salary, then everything is with her. Even the ATM, the PIN, I don't even know. I gave everything to her. So at that stage, when that happened, and we have children now, so I started going to buy the food myself. Every 2 days, they have full timetable. They don't eat what they eat today or what they eat in the morning. So I used to go and buy everything myself. Then one day, if she was angry, she's supposed to tell me that, why are you doing this? She will not say it, oh. But once I notice, I will always call her in the midnight, several times I cannot count. I will be begging, crying. Don't destroy this marriage. What have I done? But just because she knew that I've never done anything wrong to her. That is why she's cooking all these things. And when I notice that she's trying to make sure that I misbehave, just because I did court wedding with her because he went to go and hide the wedding certificate.
He talked about his shop. When we got married 2012, I was selling all this Richard card and co. When we got married, and we talked about that, and I told him I want to go into catering proper. That's why I went to that just came catering school also. But he told me that for now he doesn't have much because we just got married to rent a shop or anything about catering. That why can't I be selling what I was doing before, selling the card also? That was what I started. That was 2013 when I gave birth to our first son. I do all around supply people. So later on, 2013, he resigned from where he was working. When he resigned 2013, he said he wants to be doing, because I said I don't want to talk about all these things before. It's because he mentioned it. When he resigned, I was still selling that card. Selling the card, I still support the house, but I didn't mention it out. If you drop money for anything, I will have to it, but I don't always mention it out. If I went out, I want to buy anything for the children, clothes or anything for my son, then the only boy, I used to buy. I do support, but I don't always mention it because if you drop money, it's not always enough. I will have to it, but I won't say anything. When he stopped working, he said he wants to start doing business. Within that period, things were so hard. I will say it. Things were hard. It's just that food, everything were not expensive then. He also mentioned about a shop, saying I didn't have any assistant rendering this and that. If you have any issue, I used to call people. If we needed money, I will call them. They will borrow us. I'm not saying they are dashing us. I used to call people to borrow money. Yes. For you, if you want to, you used to return it.
I know.
And also, me not having, I had to do feeding. The only thing I don't do is adding to the school fees also. I had to do feeding. Always I've been adding. At times, if we drop money for food, I may be the one to use my gas. I had to feed him. There's no way I will be in that house not adding. I buy clothes for my children, but not for him. That's it. So no, him saying, yeah, I don't have any assistant rendering. I do. But when he stopped now, I just have to find means and be feeding the children. I can't run. He running away. I too cannot leave the children and run away the way he's doing. So the main issue is that financial issue. That's what that's why I brought here.
That's what I mentioned.
Your Honor, she just mentioning financial issue. We don't have financial issue. Okay. There might be problem that we didn't have. I don't have enough to be wasting like before. But it's not that I will now abandon my family, all my children not to eat. This is what happened. When I gave her that money that day, ma, she started shouting.
How much?
I gave her 3,000 naira that money. But that was not the money for that day. It's just for us to eat in the money. But because of the woman she has been moving with, they've built like 3 or 4 houses in our area. We've been in that environment before I met her. Nobody ever heard anything about me because I don't talk, I don't go out, just go work and come back. Then since she met that man, everything they are doing, I must do it in my own house. No plan for the future. We should just be eating, I should just be spending, pay bills and all that. Even this that is saying I'm not at home, ma, I'm still the one doing everything at home. Because she's not saying.
Where are you living?
I'm going to stay with my sister.
You are living with your sister?
Yes.
That's why.
I have to.
How long have you been staying with your sister?
I left the day she brought this letter, the day I received this letter, we were all at home with the children, even eating. It was the children that even read the letter. They were like, they don't understand mommy.
When did you stop living together?
We are still living. I'm sick.
When did you leave the house?
I left home that day when I received that message.
How long ago was that?
That was the 29th of
July.
July.
August or
July.
So July. So the whole of August, we did not go home.
I've been going home. We are saying that because she said first time now. I was even at home yesterday.
I slept at home.
No, we've been saying I've been going home because I do go attend to people.
No, don't mess up.
This matter continues to unfold in the next episode as Judge Funmi continues to cross-examine both parties.